crafty friends, it's Andrea from Prairie Sky DIY, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Manitoba. Today we are playing with a fun fold. I saw this as a 6x6 card on another demonstrator's Facebook page, and I'm not a fan of usually making my own envelopes, so I wanted to modify it so that it would fit into a standard Stampin' Up! Envelope. And it does. So let's get started. You are going to need a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 7.25. And we scored it at 3 inches and 3 inches. Now, to be able to get this origami type fold, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to grab our ruler and our take your pick tool with the stylus end. What we're going to do is mark from the square, so from the square here, put it the same way so you can see the orientation. We're going to mark 3 inches up from this line, and we're going to go 3 inches over from this line. So we're going to grab our ruler, put it on the 3-inch, make a mark. Inches, make our mark. And then what we're going to do is join our 2 points. So there's our mark. Or block out of the way so we can do this a little bit easier. There's our mark. There's our mark. Now, I've got a soft piece of backing from some DSP. You want to make sure that you're going through our join point there. Then we're going to just take our bone folder and fold our cardstock. Now we're going to take our divide, or our diagonal, and we're going to smush it nice and flat as well. So then, when we go to fold our card, we're going to bring it in like this, and then it's going to fold nice and flat. Now, for the sample card, you can see that I used designer series paper. For this one, we're actually going to stamp our own background. So I've got a piece of Post-it here. And I'm just going to put it right over top of our square, which is coincidentally 3 by 3. And then we're just going to add our color. Today I've got crushed curry, Cajun Craze, and basic gray. So I'm using the splotch pieces from Painted Poppy, and I'm just going to randomly stamp. You could do all over if you wanted to. And this is very DIY. You can make it as busy or as calm as you want. And I'm just going to randomly stamp a bunch of times. You can see I'm stamping it more than once just because I want to get that little bit of variation and variegation with our color. You could do the back of your card if you wanted to. I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay, we're going to call that one done. And now we're going to bring in our bigger splotch. And that one I'm going to do in crushed curry. I've been doing a little bit with watercolor this week, so there's a little bit of extra ink on my, whoops. So we're just going to randomly stamp our color on. I've got a little bit on the back. It's all right. If you wanted to, I will put directions for the DSP as well for a variation if that's something that you would like to try. The pieces that you'll need for the designer series paper are 4 1/4. I'll find that and write it down and let you know for certain. But you can do it either way. I kind of like the DIY design because you can amp it up however you want. I think I need a little bit more on that corner. I'm just going to bring in a scrap. There we go. The edges were looking a little bit bare to me. And then the stamp set that I am using today, close this guy up before we get much further, is Glad We're Friends. So I'm going to grab this little guy and do a little bit of that in our basic gray. It's a lot of fun to create your own backgrounds and to get your stamps out and combine them because, well, for me, I don't often do that, and sometimes you can be pleasantly surprised how well things work together. Now, I do have a Facebook VIP group, and I do usually have some little behind the scenes looks over there, extra projects, extra creativity ideas. So if you would like to check that out, it is linked down below. And if you like what you see, please hit subscribe so you're notified every single time a brand new video comes up. All right, I think we're going to call that done. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that looks. And now we're going to get to decorating. You could decorate the inside flaps the same. I'm going to leave it white though, just in case the person who gets this card needs a little bit longer message or more than one person needs to sign it. Move these guys out of the way. Now, the designer series paper that I am using for our little decoration piece here is from Hues of Happiness. That is in the annual catalog that is going to be retiring very shortly, actually, the very beginning of May. All right, so we'll bring that in. I'm gonna get our cardstock here and our stamp set. You know what? I haven't used the guinea pig in a while. So that's the set that will be today's choice. Put him right in the middle. And there it is. Oh my gosh. I had my memento stamp pad right here. And just like that, it disappeared. All right. So we're going to ink up our little guinea pig. Put him off to the side there. Actually, nope. I'm going to flip it over and put him on the other side. There we go. That's better. And then it's Guinea Bee a Good Day. Straight down, straight up. And then we're just going to bring in our Stampin' Blends, add a little bit of color, put a little bit of bling on, and then we're done. So we're going to use Light Crumb Cake, SU600, and what is this one? Light Petal Pink, I think. All right, so we're going to use the nib end, which I prefer using for things that are a little bit more detailed or a little bit more fine. Quick and easy coloring job with these little guys. And then of course you can add whatever you want to to the front of your card, to the inside of your card. My friend Mary Louise from East Coast Stampin' with Mary Louise usually decorates the inside of hers with a strip of designer series paper. So I'm following her lead today and doing that a little bit, just for a little bit more color, a little bit of interest. All right, we have a guinea pig. His name is Quasi, and these are kind of his colors. All right, and then we're just going to go over to blend a little bit. All right, it's going to be a great day. So we've got this guy done. To put your card together, you want to make sure that it's going to be going in the right direction. So we'll add our cardstock. And I will have the directions for this card linked as well so that you can download a PDF. Okay, and then we're just going to add our little highlight of cardstock here. I'm going to do it slightly inside from the edge. And again, this one's from Hues of Happiness. I love this strip of cardstock. It's or DSP. It's got so many colors in it. Okay, there we go. Straight. All right, so there's our card. I am going to add a little bit of bling to this just because it had a little bit of a splotch on it. Oh, actually, I unearthed some festive pearls the other day. I think I'm going to use those. They are retired, but I don't know if your craft room is anything like mine. You can sometimes find little bits and pieces of hidden treasure when you least intend to. So we're going to advance our putty until it just starts to come out, then back it off again so it doesn't keep extruding. And then we're just going to grab the gold because I think that'll pick up on the crushed curry a bit. Add our little bits of bling around. And we'll do one up there and one down on this side. So there's our fun fold finished. It will fit into a standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 envelope from Stampin' Up. Just a little bit something different. It does stand as well, so that the person that you're giving it to can put it on display if they choose. And then there's plenty of room on the inside to write a message. You can decorate the inside as well, and as I'd mentioned, that will be included in the PDF as well. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again really soon.